Hey, what's up guys, it's me again and welcome back to my channel Meta What Ifs. Today I am back with a new short movie. The name of this short movie is What If Naruto Had a Healing Kekkai Genkai. And yeah guys, it is an unscripted short movie. Now before continuing this, shout out is due where it is due. Shout out to Jimmy Day Dice for suggesting this idea. I really liked his idea, especially this one. I'm not trying to play favorites here. Honestly, if you guys listen to the story, it is a banger idea. I know it, and I hope you guys enjoy this one. And if you do, then make sure you leave a like and subscribe to my channel and follow me on my Apollo Uchiha channel as well. And by the way, I uploaded a movie there. If you haven't checked it out already, make sure you do so after this short movie. And yeah, it's kind of a neglected fan fiction as well. So yeah, be aware of that. Even if the neglected title is not in the title or thumbnail, it is in the story. Anyways, enough said. Without any further ado, let's begin with our today's short movie. Our story begins one day after the Kyubi attack on October 10th in Konoha Gakare no Sato, as we go towards a secluded place which was kept hidden from the rest of the Konoha shinobis as well as civilians, exclusive only for the Kage and private people, as currently we see Minato Namikaze, the fourth Hokage, and his family present there, as Minato was watching his village and its condition throughout the window that was present there. As the door opened, slid, and in came Hiruzen Sarutobi as the doctor left. Minato, mind telling me how did this happen again? Someone tried to attack our home. I know that much, but I would like to know who. You said something along the lines of Madara, but I was not able to get that right, I believe. Because Madara Uchiha, last time I checked, was killed by my sensei before the first Great Shinobi War even started. I know. It is hard for me to believe as well, but that person did use the Sharingan and manipulated the Biju into attacking the village after ripping it apart from Kushina. She, thanks to the chakra pills that she carries in dire situation, was able to save herself. And her Uzumaki genes kicking in. That allowed her to live, but her body has taken a huge toll because of the Kyubi being ripped out, and now she is only capable of using chakra to a limited extent. I know, that is sad to hear, but I'm happy to hear that the attack was able to be prevented. Yes, it was, but at what cost? Look towards you, Hiruzen-sama. A lot of deaths have happened. A lot of destruction has happened. Only if I was fast enough, this wouldn't have happened. It could have been prevented. I know you tried your best, Minato. You're not to blame here. You tried your best in the end, and that's all that counts. Now, let's leave that things at that. We know the village will recover from this because of the will of fire and because the land of fire daimyo will send us aid. Yeah, I guess you're right. But we better hold a funeral for those who have perished today. Of course there will be. They are the heroes of this village after all, who made a huge sacrifice in order for all of us to survive. So who are the Jinchurikis and how are your kids doing? Well, they are doing all fine. Naruto is a, normal shinobi. He doesn't have the Biju at all. Now I split the Biju into two consciousness and into two parts, sealing it within Menma and Mito as a whole. My oldest two. Ah, the one with the red hair, right? Yes, the one with the red hair. What are your goals? Well, I don't know. I am kind of afraid of the masked person, and so is Kushina. She had to be sedated to put to sleep because she was agitated as well as quite scared of the masked person arriving again, and the whole event was traumatic right after she gave birth. Yes, I know. What happened to Biwako and the others? They were not seen. Asked Hiruzen with a heavy heart. I'm sorry to say, Hiruzen-sama, but they perished. They were the first one to die. I see, said Hiruzen, clutching his fist. Then we need to find out who this person is, because he has a lot to answer to and pay to. A lot of people. Me counting. I know. We will be able to find them. This is where you are, said a person jumping into the window as both Hiruzen and Minato got alert, and even Kushina woke up. Jiraiya, you seriously are aiming to give me a heart attack, aren't you? Jeez, Kushina, what happened to you? What do you think would happen to me? I gave birth to triplets, and not only after that, I was ripped out of, the Biju was ripped out of me. I survived that twice. What do you expect from me? I'm sorry. Don't mind him, Kushina. Jiraiya, be civil, at least use doors in such a manner. The situation is, as it is, quite dire, as you can see and tell. I know, Sensei. That is why I'm here. The masked person that Minato claimed is roaming around and has been spotted multiple times in the Elemental Nation. Seems like he has been interested in a lot of people, and especially Jinchurikis of a sort. Jinchurikis? Yes. You know what this means, right, Minato? This is not looking good. At all for your kids, if they remain here. Wait. What do you mean remain here? Actually, Sensei has been telling me that there are suspicious activities going on around in the Elemental Nation. That some people have been keeping an eye and tabs on the Jinchurikis of the different people. The villages, and even on Kushina sometimes around. What? Why wasn't I told of this? You're not the Kage anymore, Sensei? At least you could have warned me. We could have done something to prevent this. What did you do, Minato? I tried to search for the said people with the help of Anbus, but I could not trace back to anyone. So it was just a false hoax? No, not at all. I wish it was, but it was not. Because you see, the person who attacked Kushina was the same, and matches the description of what Minato described to the same people who have been asking around the Jinchurikis and searching for them. This is certainly not looking good at all. If he tried to attack Kushina first, then he could attack Menma and Mito again as well. As Minato and Kushina's face then turned into a frown, what Hiruzen was saying was, in fact, quite cold, hard truth. What are you aiming to do, Minato? I honestly don't know. What do you think, Sensei? I think you should not remain here. You should go into hiding. What? But Minato, you are the Hokage. Who will watch over the village? I will leave the village under your care, Hiruzen-sama. That is the only way for us, in order to overcome this. We have no other choice. I'm sorry, but you might have to retake the mentality of the Kage for the time being. Are you sure about this? I mean, there is really no other way? No. But what about the people? They would want to know a Jinchuriki. They would want him. Yes, that is true. I mean, Naruto could play that role, said Jiraiya. Wait, what? Said Minato and Kushina. No, Sensei. If it is about being a scapegoat, then no. What do you mean, scapegoat, kid? Like, people will respect him. He as a Jinchuriki will be respected. Don't you think so, Sensei? I actually agree with Minato. The death and destruction caused by yesterday night attack by the QB was way too much. Jiraiya, you were not here. We were present here. We saw the extent of the destruction that the QB caused. We don't want that. Nobody wants that. The kid's life will be turned into literal hell if it is revealed that he is the Jinchuriki of the QB, and I can certainly as hell for sure not reveal that he is Minato's and Kushina's boy, if he is to remain here. Think about it. Not only people from within, but from outside, such as Eva and Kumo will be targeting him. And that is something we don't want right now. Now do we? As much as I hate to admit it, Sensei, you are kind of right. That is something I did not thought about. So what are we gonna do? What else we can do? Naruto will remain here, and we will hide the fact about the Jinchuriki. Now, unbeknownst to them, on the other side, this all conversation was heard by Danzo as well as the elders who were passing by. And now we see Koharu and Homura look towards Danzo as Danzo began to move forward. And now we see, as planned, Naruto was placed into the orphanage and Minato and Kushina departed, hoping that the village would come to respect their son and would protect it. After listening to both Hiruzen as well as Jiraiya's words, because they were the most comforting words, as the plan was foolproof, because it was made up of 4 minds. As soon as they left with Menma and Mito, we see that Hiruzen then came into action. As he did not reveal about Minato and Kushina, only said that they have died and perished in the QB attack and left their legacy behind. Now, after hearing about this, obviously, Danzo was not intrigued. I wish to know what happened to the Jinchuriki. The Biju has died. Minato took the Biju with him. That is all I can say. You do know the Biju have a tendency to reform after a certain year of time span. Yes. So we are only safe for a few years? Is that what you're saying? A few years is more than enough of a time for us to come up with a solution to that problem. We need to come up with that fast, said the civilians as well as the shinobis. Of course we will. But as the meeting ended, we see Danzo remained behind. I know what you are trying to do, Hiruzen, and it will not play as such. You did not spoke of the child that is left behind by them. How are you aware of this? Said Hiruzen as he sealed the room and was walking dangerously towards Danzo, as Danzo was feeling fear but he knew when to hide it. I was accidentally passing by when I heard your and Minato's conversation with Jiraiya. You think you could hide that fact from me? Damn it. There's nothing I can do. You have to keep this a secret. Of course I will. But about the Jinchuriki. Is he amongst us? No. He is with Minato and Kushina, the real ones. The real ones? What do you mean by that? They left their other child here because they knew that training the Jinchurikis would be quite difficult since they are the infants right now. And they need constant attention and care as well of both Kushina as well as Jiraiya, who are the seal masters here. And Minato, because he has the key of the seal. If the need arises, he would tighten the security much more. Naruto could have been caught in a crossfire if anything goes wrong, while those three could handle it. So that is why, to keep Naruto safe, he is left here. I see. As after that we see, Danzo left. And time began to pass by as Danzo began to plot. Plot how to destroy Hiruzen's confidence within the people. Because he and Hiruzen, after Hiruzen retook the mentality, were continuously fighting one another over the decisions in order to grow Konoha in their own image. If Hiruzen won't do this, then I will ruin his life. One way or another. How so? Said Koharu. The kid Naruto I told you about, remember? Yes. How old should he be by now? 3 at least, I believe. 3 or 4 years has it been since the QB attack? Yes, Homura said. Good. Spread out the rumors that he's the one who possessed the QB, but you told us he doesn't. They don't need to know. And one life ruined is Hiruzen's problem, especially of that child. He wouldn't know that it was us who did this. I guess you are right, but why against an infant? To meet our needs, we must be ready for some collateral damage. Rather it be you, I best believe that it would be Naruto. Won't you say that? Yes, Danzo, you are right. And so, as told, the civilian council revealed the secrets in the form of rumors, spreading it exaggeratingly that Naruto was the QB's reincarnation, the QB in human skin and whatnot. That is why he was abandoned and whatnot. And so, the people begin to beat him. He was kicked out of the orphanage and was being chased continuously, beaten to a bloody pulp. Unbeknownst to the people and to Kage and even to Naruto himself, he would always wake up somehow completely fine. To the point that his only proof that he was wounded badly was the tattered clothes. There was not a single scratch on his body. Until at the age of 8, 4 years of abusing and continuously enduring this torture, Naruto was targeted badly. And not only that, he was beaten to the point where he was on the inch of his life, so much battered that the people were enjoying his agony. And that is when the shinobi struck, immediately executing them on the spot and taking Naruto to the hospital. But that is when something happened. Naruto was awake and he witnessed it himself. His whole body began to heal as smoke erupted from his body. As the Anbu stopped, whoa, what is going on? As he noticed that the blood that was leaking out of his body then stopped. The wound opening has closed and it disappeared as if it never existed. As after that, he brought Naruto to the hospital as Naruto was unconscious. As an examination was being done by Hiruzen, by Hiruzen's order to determine if Naruto had a Kekkai Genkai or not. And what was revealed was quite shocking that Hiruzen knew he must keep secret. And that was Naruto had a healing Kekkai Genkai. Unbeknownst to Hiruzen, Naruto was hearing this because he was acting as if he was unconscious. After hearing about this, Naruto realized that he had a valuable thing, and he now had another thing in his mind, and that was the hatred towards Konoha Shinobi and towards his Jiji, Hiruzen Sarutobi, who was aware of his condition and yet did not do a single thing. As now we see, for the next 2 years, when Naruto reached at the age of academy, Naruto didn't join. What? Why are you not going to the academy, Naruto? As I said, I don't want to join and become a shinobi. Why, my boy? With all due respect, Hokage-sama, I don't see a point in becoming a shinobi. The people hate me to the point that they would rather kill me. And don't try to hide the fact that it hasn't happened multiple times. Each year I go through a life and death situation, to the point if it wasn't for my abilities, I would have died somehow. Your abilities? How can you be so sure? I heard you for the first time when I was brought to the hospital by the Ranpo. You were awake. Of course I was. You have kept a lot of things from me. I know that you still are hiding. So I have a proposal for you. What? Allow me to leave. Leave this hellhole of a place. I don't want to stay here. You're a 10-year-old kid, Naruto. I cannot allow you to leave. You know that, right? I am a civilian, nonetheless, and I can leave. And I suggest you allow me to. Why? Because I can grow back body limbs as well as heal from any wound. Not you. Whether you try to stop me or not, I will continuously do so, no matter how much pain I endure. I'm already numb to most of it. As Hiruzen heard it when Naruto said this, because a 10-year-old should not say such words, as he looked towards Naruto's cold eyes, and the dark circles under them. Fine. Fine, my boy. You can leave. I will arrange for you to leave. As now we see Naruto pack the little stuff that he had in a sack bag that he slumped over his shoulder. And he was walking out of the front gates as Hiruzen was standing there. Naruto, take this. I don't need your money. It's not my money, it's yours. For what? It is from your parents. Tell them to keep it. Might help them. As now we see Naruto begin to move. Move away from Konoha. He just wanted to get out of that place. It was suffocating. He was only 10, and that was the last time Hiruzen saw Naruto. He kept this a secret from the Namikaze Uzumaki family because he knew that if he told them, they would not believe him and only blame him for this. It was them to blame. All of them, including him. Because he and they have all failed to determine that the hatred of council exceeded far more. But one thing bothered him. Who in the hell spread the rumors that Naruto was the Kyuubi's Jinchuriki? Only one person aside from him was aware of the whole situation. Danzo Shimura. And so, Danzo was captured, beaten to a bloody pulp in a dark room, where we see only one light was hanging from the top. You know who I am? You people will pay for this. Who do you think you are, Danzo? Hiruzen. What is the meaning of this? What else do you think? As two more lights next to him stood, as they're tied up and beaten to a bloody pulp were both elders. You think you can get away and play dirty tactics? Huh? Because of you, a life was almost ruined, Danzo. Why did you do it? No reason. As Danzo was beaten, again in the face, as he began to cough, I will torture you to an extent until all of you spew out the words. I want to hear it from your mouth. Fine! Fine! I hate you and Minato. I wish to become the Hokage, and because of that, I needed power and seat. One life ruined was more than enough for me to throw you out because you would have been broken. Why are you not broken yet? I was broken quite a long time ago, to be honest, and was still holding on to this job. You just brought the spark back into me. Kill them, and make sure their bodies aren't found anywhere near the land of fire itself. What? You can't do this to us! As that is when Danzo's whole world turned black. What followed suit was excruciating beating, and then his dead body was never to be found. I got their revenge, but I highly doubt that Minato and Kushina will be satisfied, or even Naruto. Naruto, my boy, I am so sorry for this, but I must bring you back. Anbus, yes? Search for Naruto Uzumaki and bring him back as fast as you can. But unbeknownst to Hiruzen, Naruto was nowhere near. He knew if he goes to any near village that was major and near Konoha, he would be located, because they hated him so much they would try to do something like that. So Naruto went far, far away Boarding the boat, he was already on the corner of the elemental nation. There, he was staying in a sunlight village, which was ridden with disease to the point that once Naruto entered, his immune system was affected, but he was able to cure it. That is when he saw the malnourished kids, the broken corpse, as well as the people who were quite ill. Why is this village so sick? It has a fertile land and so much crops growing. A disease broke out here. None of the shinobis have ever come. We tried to put out most of our money in order for them to help us, but none did. We are soon going to die out. As one of the kids then held on to Naruto, Nisan, you're you're okay? You're not sick like us. I I'm not. Can you make us not sick as well? Please? As Naruto then said, I will try. As now we see Naruto then placed both of his hands on the kid's shoulder. How do I do this? Please work, said Naruto to himself as he closed his eyes. Unbeknownst to him, his hands were glowing, as he felt some of his chakra leaving his body as immense heat surrounded him. As suddenly the boy then said, Nisan! Nisan, look! As the malnourished boy that almost looked like bones and skin was gone, replaced by a healthy and fair-skinned one. I'm healthy again, Kajan. Kajan, I'm healthy. As that is when the others followed suit. Naruto realized what he needs to do. He began to heal other people. As soon as he was done, it was almost a week over while staying there, and the whole village was already recovered. And that is when Naruto was brought to the graveyard, where those who could not be saved within those weeks and died were buried. As Naruto wasn't here, I wish I could have done more. As the village elder then said, you already done more than anyone has ever done for us, Naruto-sama. Don't call me that. Please don't. If anything, you can only call me Naruto. I'm not an honorable person or a being. To us, you are. You've done so much for us. Many of us have lost their loved ones, maybe, but most of us were able to live and tell the tale. Nobody has ever given us so much attention. Within months, once it was known that we have a plague-like disease here, they avoided us, like we were some sort of rabid people who needs to be avoided, instead of rather being treated. But you came to us. As Naruto felt bad, I had my own reasons. Whatever it may be, Kami sent you to us and we were saved because of you. And that is more than enough for us to honor you. As a respected guest and a friend of this village, and an honorable member. As Naruto then placed his hand on the ground, I just wish I could have helped them. As by sheer rage, he pumped his chakra through his hands, and what followed suit was a miracle of a sort, as Naruto felt extremely exhausted, but instead of graves, people with bright light emerged there in their, well, robes in which they were buried. The coffins were not there as well. What is going on? Didn't we? Said many people. It can't be. Komachiro, said the old man as he went towards his grandson and gave him a hug. As Naruto stood there with amazement, looking down at his hand and towards in front of him. Is this some sort of a genjutsu or a dream? Is this real? How can this be real? Said many people, as they couldn't believe what Naruto has done, as that is when the elder came near Naruto. In pure joy, you're more than that. You're an angel. You're an angel and a lifesaver who was sent to us. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. As Naruto was just baffled, so much scared that the same night he left. He didn't want it to be praised like that. He was afraid and terrified of his power. He was able to bring back Ted back to life now. His quest landed him boarding a ship that left him from that village all the way to Mizugakure. As soon as he arrived there, the war has ended, and from the looks of it, a funeral was going on as Naruto bumped into someone. Watch where you're going, kid, said a feminine voice in a colder tone. What is going on here? Why such a solemn atmosphere is here? You wouldn't understand. We might have won the war, but we might have won the battle, but we lost the war. Most of my comrades are dead. What war? You're not even aware of what was going on? Here he was in the middle of a civil war between the bloodline limits and the people who want to destroy them. We won. The rebels won. Or at least a few of us who are standing here. As Naruto then said, where are they? You want to pay respects? Fine, I'll show you. As Naruto was brought in front of them, as Naruto placed a hand on the ground and used his chakra as his hands began to glow. As that is when the woman with red hair then said, "What are you doing? Tell me this instant or I'll kill you. You can try all you want, but I won't die. Because what I'm about to do, no one will believe you." As after that Naruto got up and began to leave. "What have you done?" "You will find out soon." "May." A voice then said as her eyes widened as she looked back. "Oba? Chojiro? But how? You were... We know we were dead. How are we?" As that is when it hit May, Terumi, who was standing there, that who that boy was. Wait, kid." As May chased after him, as Naruto was about to run away, May grabbed him and gave him a tight bearing hug. Thank you so much. You did this, right?" "Yeah. I told you no one will believe you." No, I do. Thank you so much. Please stay here for the time being. We will take care of you. You have nowhere to go, right?" "No, not at the moment." "Please then stay. For the time being, I guess I will." And for the time being, Naruto did. As a few months, Naruto stayed in Kiri, treating minor diseases as well as healing those who were needed to be healed. Naruto had one now motto: not to revive the old people. Why? Because they have lived their life and they should be put to rest. While those who had died young and a tragic death should be given a second chance. And he only used his chakra on that. As doing so, now we see May then rewarded him with enough money so that he could live for at least 3 to 5 years without any worry. That's so much. You don't need to worry. In Land of Water, we have opened your account, and all the money is transferred there. You can extract it using this card, as much as you want. Why are you giving me this? You helped me out, Naruto. You have a skill that you can earn a living with. You can revive dead people. As much as it is quite unbelievable, I have seen miracle happen. Miracle with the help of chakra. A Kekkai Genkai like no other. Each and every village would want you on their side, and even us. But I already know what you are going to say. I don't want to be bound by anyone, said Naruto. I knew you would say that. Just know that you have a home here in Kiri. With me. As your sister. Thank you, Mayne-san. Or should I call you Mizukage now? Funny, cheeky brat. Well, are you sure you want to leave? I'd rather you stay. I have to. There are a lot of places I want to be now. Since I have now the monetary freedom, and thanks to your suggestion, I have now an idea. Naruto became a wandering doctor, healing minor diseases as well as taking pity on those who needed to be, well, cured from a deadly one. Naruto went to Iwa as well, and once he entered, he was captured and brought to Oniki. And Oniki was looking at him after Naruto cured a bunch of kids who were close to dying out in the orphanage nearby them. I have heard something, that you did something that was even my own doctors failed to do. How? Is a loved one of your dead? Many. I have the ability to bring them back. You think that is something I would believe coming out of your mouth, brat? I'm not exaggerating. I have proven this again and again that I can do this with the miraculous Kekkai Genkai that I possess. Is that so? Kurtsuchi, Akatsuki. Bring them to your wife. Bring him to your wife's grave. Father, you can't trust his words. He looks like him. I might as well look like a lot of people. I am from Konoha. You are from Konoha? Yes. If you are failed to do this, I will execute you. Fine by me. But if I am able to do this, you will be giving me 5 million reefs. Fine. That is the little price I am willing to pay. As now we see, Naruto was brought to the grave where Akatsuki's wife and Kuretsuchi's mother was buried. You better not make joke of this. You hear me, boy? I will tear you to shreds before even you can think of escaping. I won't, Kuretsuchi. As Naruto placed a hand on the ground, as chakra pumped out, as what followed suit was something nothing less than a miracle. No matter how many times Naruto would do this, even in his eyes, it was something unbelievable. As there it was, the woman standing, Akatsuki. What is going on here? I thought It can't be. What do you mean? Kai! Kai! This has to be a genjutsu, said Akatsuki as he broke down. What, mother? Kuretsuchi. My Kuretsuchi, she's grown. As the woman dashed towards her daughter and gave her a hug. It cannot be. As after that we see, Naruto then said, see, you can do all the tests you want. She is who she is, and she is back to her health. As after the tests were conducted, it was revealed that she was not a clone or a genjutsu. In fact, she was real. And the doctors were literally pulling their hair out. How in the hell was this possible even? As Naruto had only one answer to give. He has a gift, a Kekkai Genkai of a sort. As now we see, Naruto then said, I wish to stay here, Moniki-sama, for a few days to heal people, if it is possible. I am a doctor, obviously, so if it's possible, I will be able to heal a lot of diseases. You can stay as long as you want, my dear boy, said Oniki. And what followed suit was Naruto staying there for at least 2 to 3 months, even more, healing each and every one there. And so an year came to be when Naruto went to travel. As he reached at the age of 12, we see that Naruto was already standing at the gates, as the new formed population of Iwa was standing there, with a lot of people who died in the third Great Shinobi War back to life, especially the young ones. We cannot thank you enough, Naruto. You have brought many people of ours back to life, something nothing less than a miracle. You are an angel sent by Kami from heaven. I don't know how you were able to be born into the cesspool like Konoha, but you have done us a great deed. For that you are a honorable member of Iwa. You have a home here, kid. Whenever you wish, you can call upon us and we will be there to help. You don't have to leave, you know that? Said Kuretsuchi, looking towards Naruto as Naruto chuckled. Well, Kuretsuchi-chan, I guess I have to. You know that, right? I am a wandering doctor. You can have a home here. With us. With me. She said, while trying to hide her blush, as both of the parents were literally chuckling at her. Because she had a crush on the boy now, who was a year younger, and yet more mature. As now we see, Naruto bid farewell to them, and went on his adventure as the wandering doctor. As now we see, he traveled to the demon country, the snow country, healing people left and right, meeting with people like Gyoki as well as Shion. And then he went to Takigakure, helping people like Fu and a lot of other people, and clearing the misunderstandings between Fu and the people, making her and her family whole again. As the people of Taki finally accepted Fu as one of their own, she did not forget and felt still weird around them and scared. But her family, she was happy with them. The rumors began to spread out because of this, that there was a wandering doctor who was healing people left and right. And when it was investigated by one Jiraiya as it came to his senses, he was shocked to find out who it was. I think it's Naruto. What? Said Minato and Kushina. No, it can't be. He's back in Konoha, isn't he? Sensei hasn't told me anything about Naruto as of late. How about we go and check it out? And so now we see all of them then decided to finally leave and go back to Konoha. Minato and Kushina has been facing a lot of issues with Menma and Mito. They were not capable of using Kyuubi's chakra to the maximum of its extent. Always faced difficulties, and because of that, they were not even able to enter or tap into at least one tail's worth of chakra. They were losing their mind state. And because of that, they decided to return after 13 years of traveling. As 2 years have already passed since Naruto has departed from Iba, and has went on many adventures across the elemental nation. And one thing was for certain, his wealth was amassing slowly but surely, with different accounts in different lands that he has opened and garnered a lot of wealth in. Naruto has become one thing that was sought out by many, because whoever he was on the side on, if a war breaks out, he will win it without any problem. As they were not the only ones who were after him. Aside from them, there were people like Akatsuki and Orochimaru after him as well. Akatsuki for their own different reason. As Pain was getting ill because of a disease that Naruto helped him cure secretly. You know that I am going to target your sibling soon. Why are you helping me? Don't say it's because of money. To be honest, I'm just a doctor who is helping his patient because he has paid me to do so. Aside from that, I'm not gonna care for anything because I'm already aware of the truth. I have learned about it from you a long time ago, and it doesn't bother me. We have this talk a lot of times, Nagato-san. I guess we do. There's one more thing that I need to do. Can you revive Yahiko? What? What do you mean by that, Nagato? You know what I mean. As after paying, Nagato was revived in the body that was used to be the prime path, the main path of pain. As Nagato came to be, Nagato then said, "Why do I have so many piercings?" "You're back, old friend." "Konan? Nagato, wow, you two are grown. Like middle-aged." Of course you would say that. Of course you would say that, my friend. I missed you. As Konan gave Nagato as well as Yahiko a tight hug, as the three of them were in tears. As after everything was explained, Yahiko then said, "Nagato, don't do this. Something is fishy going on around here. This is not our goal. This is not why we created the Akatsuki, the New Dawn." I know. That is why you two won't. I will do this alone. Akatsuki needs to be destroyed because of the reasons it has been bended into. Leave this to me. Unfortunately, I cannot intervene, but be careful, Nagato-san. As what followed suit was a battle between Nagato as well as the other Akatsuki members. With the help of Rinnegan at his bay, Nagato was not only able to kill Obito, Uchiha, the fake Madara, but also the rest. Zetsu barely was able to escape, as the Moonlight plan was foiled, but Nagato was taxed. Yahiko as well as Konan begged Naruto. Naruto vowed that he will help people only exchange of money, but for the first time, Naruto decided to listen in to their pleas. They were the three best friends who were united after such a long time that even Naruto, someone who was cold to this sort of emotion for strangers, was now feeling happy for them. So, Nagato was once more revived. "Thank you, but you did not need to revive me, Naruto." "Shut up, Nagato. I did this not for you, but for your friends who begged me to do this. You will be paid. I don't need to be paid. Just don't go on and dying on it, okay? I will try my best not to." As after that we see, back in Konoha, people were not happy with the sudden return of Minato and Kushina were not happy with the people. So there was almost a civil war-like state, because it was revealed that their son, who they have abandoned and thought of the QB, was not in fact only not the QB, but an innocent child who was the target of their hatred, sent and left here by their own parents. And people hated the fact that they were the ones who pushed that boy away, who was like a golden goose to them, who could have helped them out so much, could have revived their dead people. And now he doesn't want anything to do with Konoha and to the Land of Fire. Not only they were the ones who were getting grilled, but also Hiruzen Sarutobi, because he kept this a secret. Why should I have revealed this to you? The boy was already aiming to leave. I could see it in his eyes that you has created a mature man. A 10-year-old man was standing in front of me, not a kid who wished to leave this place, who he saw as a hellhole and a trap for him. There's nothing I could do. There was no arguing there with him. He had every right to leave, and I gave him that right to fulfill. So he left. As, on the other side, a letter had arrived for Akage Summit. the Akatsuki member Zetsu was, well, given as a sort of a tip by someone who was a threat to the whole elemental nation, and his plan was quite dire. And the whole elemental nation was now there. And the first thing they needed to do was to make sure that they took care of the Akatsuki member known as Zetsu, who has gone rogue from the said organization as well. And for the hunt of Zetsu begins. Zetsu using his army tried to attack, but Naruto, by being at the side of the Shinobi Council, helping them out, reviving them, those who died, were able to kill and destroy Zetsu and seal it away without the need of worry. Naruto gained a lot of money as well from this, and a lot of allies as well. And when the Kage Summit came again, we see Minato was standing in front of Naruto, alongside with Kushina. And Naruto then said, I have checked all the accounts. Everything is done and deal is finished with us. I will be leaving now, again on my journey. Naruto, wait, said Minato. I... Listen and listen well, Minato Namikaze, the Hokage of Konoha. There's nothing I can say to you, ever, and there's nothing you can say to console me, ever. We don't have a relationship. You never existed for me, and I never existed for you. So let the things between us remain as such. With all due respect, sir. Son, you... With all respect, ma'am, I'm nothing more than a wandering doctor, and a professional. Let's keep it to that length. I'm not your son. Even if I had blood of yours flowing in through my vein, I doubt that it would have remained in me anymore, because of the way it was extracted while it remained in Konoha. Each and every day that paid in blood for the mistakes that you made, or the QB made. I have and would not want anything to do with, ever in my whole life, with Konoha and the Land of Fire and all of its residents. I won't be joining the other villages as well. I am a wandering doctor. I enjoy doing that. I will do that for the rest of my life. As after that Naruto left, the Kage Summit came to an end. And Konoha now was in constant fear because they knew that they were the one who was on the losing streak, because Naruto would make contract with those who were already his friends and not them. And so the fourth great shinobi war happened. And once it did, Minato and Kushina and their family were somehow able to survive it, alongside Hiruzen and his family. But more than 80% of the population of Konoha was lost, because the people who they killed were already revived and sent back to war again by Naruto over and over and over. While Naruto was such melt that he could sit back and relax now. As he bought a mansion in the land of water, we see that Kuretsuchi bursted through the door and was standing there. You did not reply to my respond. Wait, what? What do you mean, Kuretsuchi-chan? Why did you destroy my door? As Kuretsuchi grabbed him by the collar and slapped her lips onto his, into a deep French kiss. As now we see her little brother, who was now at the age of 2, then said, Ooh, Nei-san is kissing her boyfriend. To-chan, Ga-chan. Ouch, this is something I didn't need to see. Ah, shut up, honey. This is wonderful. How are you doing, son-in-law? Wait, what? What is going on? You better take responsibility of my daughter, you punk. After kissing her that much. She's the one who's kissing me. Well, same thing, but different. As after that, Naruto knew he was fighting a losing battle and no way could win. He was not gonna admit it, but he also liked Kuretsuchi. And he was having the fun and time of his life with her wife to be. And so, they proposed and they married soon, with almost all of the elemental nation being there. It was the news that was spread out everywhere. Not in a disease-ridden land that has broken out in the Land of Fire. And no matter how much they tried to get cured, they wouldn't get cured by Naruto, by bringing him there. They had to get treated by paying a lot of money to the people to get in, act like a civilian of the other lands, and get treated. And so, Minato and Kushina, as well as their family, alongside with Jiraiya and Hiruzen, saw that Naruto was far away from their reach. Something like a misunderstanding had destroyed a relation of a mother and a father and a child between them, all because they used their brain too much to make the most stupidest decision that was ever made in the human history ever possible. as this is we're going to be leaving this short movie of, guys. I hope you enjoyed this one, and if you did, then make sure you leave a like and subscribe to my channel if you like the content of this channel. And shout out to you, Jimmy Desetas, for giving me this idea again. I really like this idea. I hope you guys enjoyed this as well, as this is Apollo Uchiha, and I'm signing off for the day. Sorry, I mean, this is Meta What If, and I'm signing off for the day. Peace.